going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to this Gun Talk Media first-person defenders series. And in this series, they're doing a gunfight at a fishing camp. So I kind of wanted to watch through this, break this down. I'm not professional or anything, but I did start watching it and kind of wanted to talk on it and had some of my own opinions about it. So let's start the video.
Welcome to First Person Defender,
Running that simunitions.
where good guy role players come face to face with unknown attackers in real world scenarios
Call the police. Stop right here.
and
Stop right
fight
here.
their way out.
Get
These
down the
scenarios
ground.
are
You're about to set my
very
daughter on
interesting.
fire. There's no way I was gonna let that happen.
Get away from her. Get away from her now.
You got me in the shoulder, right through center mass of what I was giving you.
This
I wonder how they come up
force-on-force
with these
training
scenarios.
uses simunitions, a non-lethal alternative to live ammunition, backed up with live fire training on the range. From home invasions,
Get out of my house.
active killers, and multiple attackers.
Kind of intense.
Speed kills. Sometimes it's fast speed, sometimes it's slow speed.
Each episode of First Person Defender features a situation straight out of real life.
I don't know how realistic
This could happen
stuff
to
is.
anyone.
This is First Person Defender. At a remote fishing camp far from the police station, two buddies
Okay,
are relaxing.
so pausing. I don't know how I feel about these guns that they're choosing. I'm seeing shotguns and that little revolver. I don't think these are realistic to what most of you guys would be carrying. Maybe it is, but you guys let me know in the comment section below. Is this stuff that you would use? And do you think that if you're going to be running a scenario like this, if you should be using something that you would actually use and not some of this stuff?
On today's episode of First Person Defender, the quiet of the backwoods explodes with a violent confrontation. Our good guys have to fight their way out of a lethal situation.
There he is. Tough guy. Hey, what's with the gun? Who's got a gun? Hey. Who else has got a gun?
My name's Joey. I'm 36, originally from Chalmette, Louisiana. Currently live in Covington. I'm a paramedic in Mandeville, Louisiana, also a paramedic in New Orleans. What I do makes me think about self-defense because when I'm working on somebody that's just been shot, a lot of times the person hasn't been caught yet. So I've always kind of got eyes looking around, making sure he's not the guy right next to me.
All right, pausing. So I think that's cool that this guy is thinking about self-defense. He's a first responder and he wants to have some training. And I think that medical training is way more important than, you know, initial gun training because there's a higher chance of you guys using your medical training to save somebody than actual pulling out a gun and killing a bad guy. So knowing first aid, TCCC are things that I think are overlooked in the gun industry because a lot of people want to do that Gucci gear kind of stuff. And that's not something I know very well, and that's something that I'm trying to get more versed in. So hopefully here I can start taking some more medic classes and maybe bring some more knowledge to you guys, either through people that know it more than I do or just some things that I pick up on my own. So I think that's very cool.
Are right behind me, and at the same time working on the person, the victim that's been shot.
My name's Jason Klossner. I'm 39. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I work for a major firearms distributor. I do their product development. I've been a concealed carry holder since 21. If it's a legal place to carry, I have my gun with me.
My experience with firearms is actually very limited right now, other than video games.
My wife had a violent encounter right after we got married, and where she got attacked going in her house in the middle of the day, middle of the week.
Hearing Jason talk about his wife's encounter, violent encounter, and not having her gun immediately on
pause
her,
again
right there.
I want to talk about that. Yeah, so I think it's really important that women would also carry because that's like a equalizer in a situation like that. Because you have a 135-pound girl going up against a 300-pound guy. All the jujitsu in the world isn't really going to help out in that situation. So I think the gun is a great equalizer, and I think that it's a good thing that he wants his wife to get some training as well. And I think that's something that everybody should strive for. for their significant other.
And learning from that, that's something that we've got planned for them today. I think there's going to be stuff we can teach them, but I think they're going to do a really good job right off the bat.
Joey and Jason have a shotgun and a revolver available. It's a good combination, but in this scenario, Joey isn't wearing the revolver. It's stuffed into the door pocket of his SUV.
So the scenario today is you guys are out here on the bayou on your fishing trip. Apparently you guys are having a good time. You've been in and out of town, you know, doing your thing, and you might have a confrontation with some of the local guys. So the entire scenario, what you do is you react to the stimulus. Whatever happens, you react to it. Remember that the people you encounter, not everybody's going to be a bad guy. Not everybody's going to be a good guy.
Just shoot everybody.
You react to the threat that they present to you. Gotcha. All right, good. Guys, go gear up.
The pump shotgun is staged inside, as is the revolver. It's loaded with Simunition FX cartridges and has been double-checked for safety. Joey starts working on his vehicle, while Jason is inside the fishing camp. Crew members in yellow are considered to be invisible for the scenario. All others are in play.
Honestly, I'm not really sure what to anticipate today. I'm hoping to learn a little bit and maybe get some better insight.
Trying to think of all the different angles they can try to come at us and how we will communicate. And
Trying not to overthink it.
try not to overthink it. Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
tough guy. Remember me from last night? Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? Is he in the house? Whatever it is, it's not working.
We set the first scenario up so that
Not yet, not yet.
Joey and Jason would be separate, and that they'd both have to move to weapons if they wanted to use them, and they'd have to figure out how to coordinate working together.
Hey,
Hi.
tough guy. Remember me from last night?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Hey,
I think that's interesting that they're splitting
where's
them
your
up.
buddy? Where's your buddy? Is he in the house?
Who's that?
The guy you were with last night. The big tough guy. Hey,
He's here.
yeah? Get him out here.
Let me call him
What
up.
do you do?
Joey kept trying to get in the car. He was screwed. He was not going to get back in that car. One is he's not going to go to the car to get a phone. And two is he's not going to go to the car to get a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Look.
Hey, tough guy. Hey, what's with the gun? Hey, you put that down. I got a gun. Who's got a gun?
Hey.
Who else has got a gun? Anybody?
Let's just talk. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I come down here to show you something. What's with? Hey.
Hey, we don't want any trouble here. Now just get in your truck and get out.
He's gonna get his friend shot coming out the door with that shotgun like that.
You too. You get over there.
And now he's going and hiding.
Yeah,
Not
this
pointing
is
at
bad,
anybody.
I don't know how I feel about that situation. It's
Not
not
a
a
problem.
good situation.
Hey, buddy, put that damn gun down.
Gun?
You get the hell out of here.
Look. I'm good.
What are you reaching for guns?
I'm good.
At some point, somebody cranked off a round.
I'll tell you one
I
more
guess
time,
it was
put it down.
Ryan, because he said, let's get this thing going.
I'm gonna tell you one more time. Put it down. Cover him, man. Cover him. Down. Drop the gun.
Oh wait, did this guy actually go inside the vehicle
You
and get a
alright?
gun and he's not been shot?
So who wants to start first? What was going on out there?
Sorry.
Apparently we were causing trouble in town.
Yeah.
Take that
Guess
magazine
we had a
out
bit
and
too
clear
much
that
fun last night.
weapon.
Yeah, you don't remember most of that,
I
do
do
you?
not a bit.
Yeah, no, well, we come out here to cause trouble with you guys.
That was not a
What
good
did you
situation.
experience? I mean, tell me, why don't you start, Joey, because I was the first one to engage
Yeah,
you.
I'll be honest. I was nervous, even though I knew what we were doing. I was completely off guard with the gun being inside the car, no way to get to it, windows up, door shut.
That
I was completely out in the open.
My biggest dilemma was trying to keep cover and try to defend him at the same time and not totally expose us, because you kind of had the position on the behind me. So that's when I kind of went back in and kind of tried to hopefully make you guys
let's pause right
divert
there.
your attention.
So he was talking to the fact that he didn't know what to do. Somebody's coming at him confrontationally, and there is a barrier between him and his line of defense. There's a barrier between him and his gun, the door, and he doesn't know how to try to get into the car. I think it was super smart that he had the presence of mind to be like, hey, let me try calling my friend. I know it doesn't really make sense, but in the moment, it made sense for him to kind of find a reason for him to get into that vehicle so he could get to his gun and try to defend his own life. Even though in reality, that's not a good situation because you're back to that person and you don't know what's going on behind you. He could come up and club you in the back of the head, or he could shoot you or whatever. So not a good situation, but props to him for thinking of something. All right, let's restart that.
Towards me.
You know, Jason did the right thing on that scenario. He really did a good job of utilizing cover and staying within that doorway. It was when we started flanking him and he tried covering both of us that it became a big problem.
It also made it hard for his friend.
I tell you, it spiked your adrenaline. Like I said, even Joe was saying, even though you knew it was coming.
And really
I was completely floored.
That's a hard situation.
The adrenaline hit me. I wasn't expecting it at all. I'm used to being in adrenaline-charged situations, but this was completely different.
All right, well, I think you guys did a great job. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the range. First and foremost, we're gonna talk about the fact that having a gun on you is way better than having a gun near you. Right? We're gonna go down to the range. We're gonna give you a little bit of a full force multiplier by giving you some good tactics. All right, and of course, we're gonna arm you too. Good.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's go into team tactics.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm
That's
gonna
what I
give you
was
guys
talking
two commands. Two commands. The first one's gonna be move. So when I say move, you move, just like that. When you get to where you think you have good angles and fields of fire, because if you go too far, don't you end up with a crossfire? Right, so you get to where you have good angles, good fields of fire. I'm gonna call threat. While you're moving, I want your gun coming out though.
So
when I call threat is when you guys engage the targets. Okay. All right, so you're starting off in here, you're like, hey, guys, we don't want any trouble.
When should I cycle my action? While I'm moving, or?
I would say right before I decided to shoot, because as soon as you cycle that action, that's gonna prompt them to do something. And if they're both focused on you, they may be aimed in as well. So now you may come out of the house and rack it right away. So let's do that. Let's do that. Say, what's the problem?
Gotcha.
You know, how about that? When I say move, you guys say, what's the problem?
Okay.
All right, guys, ready? Move.
What's the problem?
Run! Squeeze that pistol. Squeeze that laser. Good.
I know he said he doesn't have much training on that type of gun. Not the greatest grip, but you know, that's something that you can really develop.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Either through dry
tough
fire
today?
or, you know, on the range training.
Whoa.
Not too much of an issue.
Live fire range, we worked on some team tactics on basically how to work together for us and not against us.
By moving apart, you know, it spreads us out. They have to focus on two different places, and it gives us more of an advantage, or puts us at less of a disadvantage.
For scenario 2, Jason and Joey start together at the rear of the vehicle. This time, we let Joey wear the revolver so he doesn't have to go retrieve it.
Had a good day fishing, man.
Yeah, it was fun. We ought to try and do it again sometime.
We'll go out again tonight.
Yeah. Get all this stuff inside, pack it up.
You guys are.
What we got?
There they are.
When Ryan and I approached as the bad guys, we stayed in the truck just for a little bit because we wanted them to stew just a little bit and to think. You know, I mean, is Jason going to grab the shotgun right away and just start shooting at a truck that pulls up in front of his house? Probably not, but you never know in these kind of things. People get jacked up.
How's it going, guys?
How's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Hey, tough guy.
Hey, it's us. How are you?
You feeling tough today?
I remember you from
Man, we
last
don't want
night.
any trouble.
Yeah, last night. You want some of this?
No, I don't want any of that.
Hell no.
Look, man, we've got guns too. We don't want any trouble, okay?
Yeah?
Well, we do want trouble, baby.
Yeah, we're here for trouble.
Oh,
We're ready for you, but we don't want any
trouble.
trouble.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay? Why don't you just get back in the truck and y'all can leave?
I would have my gun at the ready at this point.
You got a decision. You can either fight or you can leave. But you're
I'd be
gonna probably
aimed
leave hurt.
downside, so if they try to
Yeah, I got it.
I could
Do something. Do something.
You got a gun?
potentially
All y'all
do
gotta
something.
do is leave, man.
All you
It
gotta
doesn't
do
have
is
to end
leave.
Like this.
Still not a good situation.
It ain't worth it, I can promise you.
All right, we'll see you around.
We'll be here.
And we're able to de-escalate that. I like that. These guys, their
Tense
dedication
moments
to the bit.
there for a
I
little
like
bit,
it.
huh?
Kind of know what y'all were up to, so.
How'd that feel?
You know, it felt better
A little better.
that we were together.
Yeah.
You know, I think you have more strength when
force
when you can
multiplier.
see each other and you kind of know what's going on a little better.
How did it feel having a gun this time versus having the gun in the car?
The anxiety level was significantly lower
Yeah.
than the last time. Between having it on me and having him right there.
I gotta say, when you
A lot
racked the
better.
shotgun, that was something.
I tell you, him having the gun on him and knowing he had it with him helped me too, because I didn't feel like I was having to cover both of you and watch for him. I felt like, okay, we can kind of each take a person and kind of focus on what we had to do.
To be stationary or grouped up, two bad things. And you guys didn't stay stationary and you didn't stay grouped up. So you guys did a world of good for yourselves there. It was awesome. This scenario went down exactly as I really wanted it to go down. Now, another thing could have happened. They both could have peeled off and gone around the truck and
Yeah,
took
that's what I was
positions of
just
cover,
thinking.
you know, from the front of the car. But you know what?
wanted
All
them
that
to
stuff
get,
is training. All that stuff is time.
more, like,
and in
cover
first-person
between
defender,
them and
we've
these
got a little
bad
bit of
guys.
time to share a little bit of knowledge.
to
And I
just
think it's
stand
a
out in
great
the
amount of
open.
knowledge
That's
for the people that are
something
getting
they
it.
can work on and
And what we
train.
trained on and what they did
they did a
was
good job.
awesome. It was textbook.
I had a blast. I honestly did. Going from here, what's probably going to change with me is I'll start carrying more. Keep it on me. Because if I have it, but it's not readily available, then what's the point of me having it?
I had a great time today. It was so much fun. You know, it was good. It made you think. It made you think, and having two people involved, not only on my side but on the bad guy side, really changed it up.
I really like these guys. I think they did a great job. I'm really confident in them. I know that we've changed Joey's thinking process to some degree, and I know that Jason, as trained as he is, he got a lot out of it as well.
All right. So that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video and kind of my thoughts on it. I think that it's a really cool idea to change up people's ideas of how they carry, maybe where they carry, and what they would do in a situation like that. I think it's cool to change that up and get people out of their comfort zone and kind of really shake up maybe what they've been doing at home, what they've seen on TV. Hey, maybe what I see on TV doesn't actually apply in real life and stuff like that. So I think that's really cool. I've honestly thought about doing kind of something like this, grabbing a couple airsoft guns and a couple friends and running through a couple scenarios like this, because I think it could be really beneficial. And I think it's a really cool concept. It's kind of some of my ending thoughts on it. I definitely would have liked to see them use more guns. Maybe it's the type of sim guns that they have, the ammunition guns. But I would have liked to see them use like guns, guns more like what they actually carry. And then also for them to have talked about using cover. I know that one guy talked about it a little bit at the end, but I would have liked to see that a little more talked about, kind of getting behind the Suburban for cover. Instead of just standing out in the open. But I really liked how they were able to de-escalate that and handle that situation. So if you guys like that video, drop it a like, share it with your friends, family. And if you guys liked this type of video, let me know down in the comment section below and we'll make more. I know they have more of these videos out there on YouTube, so I can do a whole little series on that if that's something you guys are interested in. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.